Paralysis by analysis is a phrase that originates from the realm of decision-making and psychology. It is often attributed to the American psychologist and author John MacDonald, who emphasized the detrimental effects of overthinking on one's ability to take action. In a world pulsating with possibilities, choices lay before us like an intricate tapestry, each thread representing a different path to take. Yet, amidst the vibrant chaos of life, there lies an invisible struggle that many face, a battle against the paralyzing grip of indecision. This struggle, often dubbed paralysis by analysis, ensnares even the brightest minds, leaving them entrapped in a labyrinth of contemplation, unable to forge ahead. Imagine a young scholar, Marcus, whose sharp intellect and insatiable curiosity should have propelled him toward greatness. Instead, he finds himself ensnared in an endless cycle of overthinking, where every decision, no matter how trivial, becomes a weighty dilemma. As friends gather to celebrate life's simple joys, Marcus retreats into the sanctuary of his thoughts, haunted by the fear of making the wrong choice. Join Marcus as he embarks on an enlightening adventure, discovering the profound lessons that lie in the balance between thought and action. This is a tale of growth, courage, and the timeless struggle against the paralysis that can so easily stifle the human spirit. Before we dive into this story, we just would like to thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your interest in exploring the complexities of decision-making and the journey of overcoming paralysis by analysis. As a bonus, if you stick around until the end of the video, we have an easy-to-follow guide lined up for you. This guide will provide you with practical steps to avoid and overcome the traps of overthinking, empowering you to make confident decisions and embrace action in your life. Don't miss it. Your path to clarity and decisiveness starts here. Now on to the story. In the heart of a vibrant city, where the streets thrummed with life and the air buzzed with possibility, Marcus's journey unfolds. Little does he know that fate has orchestrated a meeting that will challenge his perceptions, ignite his courage, and illuminate the wisdom hidden within the ancient teachings of Stoicism. One fateful day, while wandering through the bustling marketplace, where the scent of spices mingled with the laughter of children, Marcus felt an inexplicable pull toward a weathered figure seated beneath a sprawling oak tree. This man, known as Seneca, was a beacon of Stoic wisdom, a philosopher who understood the intricacies of the human experience. Intrigued, Marcus approached Seneca, his heart racing with a mix of hope and trepidation. As he shared his struggles with the overwhelming weight of choices, Seneca listened patiently, his eyes twinkling with understanding. "You remind me of a man standing at a crossroads, paralyzed by the multitude of paths before him," he began, his voice calm and reassuring. "Each path holds its own potential and pitfalls, yet the only way to move forward is to choose one." "But what if I choose the wrong path?" Marcus asked, anxiety creeping into his voice, a familiar dread wrapping around his heart. Seneca smiled gently, the leaves rustling softly in the breeze. "Life is not about making perfect choices. It is about making choices and learning from them." The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. Once you decide, embrace it fully and accept the consequences, for they are beyond your control. In that moment, a flicker of realization ignited within Marcus. He understood that his paralysis stemmed not from the choices themselves, but from his fear of failure. Inspired by Seneca's wisdom, he resolved to practice the art of action. That very evening, faced with the decision to attend a gathering of friends or remain in solitude, he took a deep breath and chose to go. To his delight, he found joy and laughter. enriching his understanding of life beyond the confines of his own mind. As weeks turned into months, Marcus continued to embrace this newfound perspective. He made choices with confidence, learning to accept outcomes, whether favorable or not, as vital lessons rather than failures. One day, he faced a significant challenge, a job opportunity that required him to relocate. In the past, he would have been ensnared in a web of overanalysis, but this time, he remembered Seneca's teachings. With clarity, he gathered the necessary information, weighed the pros and cons, and made a decision aligned with his values. When he accepted the job, he felt an exhilarating sense of liberation. The move opened doors to new experiences, friendships, and challenges, molding him into a more resilient individual. He learned to appreciate the journey rather than obsess over the destination, transforming his life into a vibrant tapestry woven from choices, experiences, and the wisdom gained along the way. Years later, Marcus, now a respected leader, shared his story with others. His triumph over indecision, his embrace of action, and the freedom that comes from stepping into the unknown. He spoke of the importance of living fully, of seizing opportunities, and of the beautiful chaos that life offers when we let go of the need for perfect choices. And so, in a world filled with choices, Marcus thrived, embodying the Stoic principle that life is not a series of flawless decisions, but a journey marked by courage, growth, and the unwavering belief that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward a richer, more fulfilling existence. In conclusion, the story of Marcus serves as a powerful reminder of the journey from indecision to empowerment. It illustrates how the fear of making the wrong choice can trap even the brightest minds. But with the right mindset and guidance, we can break free from the constraints of overthinking. Through his encounter with Seneca, Marcus learns that life is not about achieving perfect decisions, but about embracing action, accepting outcomes, and growing from every experience. This journey teaches us the invaluable lesson that making choices, no matter how small, is essential to living a fulfilling and vibrant life. By applying the principles outlined in our guide, you too can learn to navigate the complexities of decision-making with confidence and clarity. If you found value in this content, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to create more insightful and empowering content just like this. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Now, as promised, here is your guide to overcoming paralysis by analysis. Step 1. Set a time limit for decisions. For example, decide to spend no more than 10 minutes choosing what to wear for the day. This encourages quick thinking rather than overthinking. Step 2. Identify what you can control. For example, when faced with a job application, focus only on your qualifications and the effort you can put into the application rather than worrying about the outcome. Step 3. Prioritize your choices. For example, make a list of decisions that need to be made. Rank them by importance, focusing on significant choices first, like career moves, rather than trivial ones, like what to eat for lunch. Step 4. Limit your options. For example, when choosing a restaurant, narrow it down to 2 or 3 places instead of trying to evaluate every option in town. Step 5. Practice mindfulness. For example, spend a few minutes each day meditating or practicing deep breathing to clear your mind, which can help reduce the noise of overthinking. Step 6. Embrace imperfection. For example, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. For instance, if you choose to go to a movie that you don't enjoy, view it as a learning experience rather than a failure. Step 7. Visualize positive outcomes. For example, Before making a significant choice, spend a moment visualizing the best possible outcome, such as picturing how great it would feel to land that job you applied for. Step 8. Seek feedback from others. For example, when unsure about a decision, ask a trusted friend or family member for their opinion. This can provide fresh perspectives and help you feel more confident. Step 9. Break down larger decisions. For example, if considering a big life change, like moving to a new city, break it down into smaller steps. Research neighborhoods, visit the city, and evaluate job prospects over time. Step 10. Take action, no matter how small. For example, if you're hesitant to start a new exercise routine, commit to just 5 minutes of stretching or walking. Taking any action can help build momentum. Step 11. Reflect on past decisions. For example, after making a decision, take note of what went well and what didn't. Use this reflection to inform future choices, reinforcing that each decision is a learning opportunity. By following these steps, you can cultivate the confidence to make decisions more easily and effectively, freeing yourself from the grip of paralysis by analysis and fostering a more proactive approach to life.